Hi everybody, welcome back to Sunshine Soap and Candle Company. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make two different types of herbal infused hair oils. Both of these formulas that I'm going to be going over with you today can be left on the hair, and one is going to be more lightweight feeling and the other one is going to be a little bit heavier, and they both have different applications, so I'll be going over different ways to use the hair oils also in this video. We are going to be using lots of herbs and oils specifically known for their hair and scalp loving properties. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you a full visual process and tutorial of how to put together these beautiful hair loving oils. And if you would like the full written recipe plus a full detailed written step-by-step tutorial, please head on over to my Patreon campaign where you can unlock this recipe for just a $5 pledge. I'll go ahead and place the link to my campaign in the description box below. I really do hope you'll check it out and take advantage of it. There's so much to look at and see over there. We have over 3.5 years of archived hair care, skin care, and candle recipes for you to take advantage of, all at the $5 level. So not only will you get this recipe at the $5 level, you'll get all the archived recipes. We also offer things like live classes, live monthly hangouts, monthly gift packages, coupon codes to my favorite suppliers, and so much more. It's a great way to connect with me, and it's a great way to connect with other makers. I really hope to see you over there. All right, let's make some beautiful hair oils. All right, so the first thing we need to do to prepare is to infuse our oils. So I have chosen 3 herbs here that are specifically known for their hair and scalp loving properties and also their ability to help promote hair growth. So the first one we're going to be using is moringa. Now, moringa leaf is well known for its hair growth, hair strengthening properties, and it does give a nice green color to your infusions. And then we're also going to be using lemon balm. Lemon balm is of the mint family, and although it's not going to give you that tingle like a peppermint or a spearmint, it does help promote circulation and it does help promote hair growth, and also it balances the oils on your scalp, and this would make a great hair rinse as well if you were going to infuse some water with it. And then the next one we're going to be using is dandelion leaf. Dandelion leaf is known to help strengthen the hair and give your hair shine. So these are great herbs to use in your oil infusion. So all we're going to do is go ahead and we're using this little, I think it's an 8-ounce mason jar, and we're going to go ahead and fill the jar up mostly to the top with, we're going to do a third, a third, and a third of each herb. All right, here goes some moringa. Now you want to make sure you're using dried plant matter when you do your oil infusion because it's not going to have any water in it. So fresh plant matter is going to have water. And if you place water in here, then you're going to be putting water inside your oils, and that will actually make your formula go rancid. So you want to make sure you're using dried plant matter only. And then here comes the dandelion leaf. I'm just eyeballing this, but I want to make sure I'm getting about equal amounts of each herb. And we're going to stop there. All right, now that our herbs are sitting inside the jar, we're going to go ahead and weigh off the oils. So the first oil I'm going to be weighing off is some safflower oil. Now, safflower oil is super lightweight, which is why I've chosen it for a hair oil. You know, you could use more emollient, heavier oils here, but you don't want too much weigh down if you're going to be using it to style your hair or to tame frizz. So we're going to be using safflower oil as the main oil in this formula. Safflower oil also has a really lightweight, beautiful, silky, kind of airy texture to it. It's great for lotions as well, for facial lotions. The next oil we're going to be adding in is argan oil. Now, argan oil is great for the hair. It's absolutely a gorgeous oil for hair care. It makes your hair feel silky and smooth, And it's in a lot of, you're going to find hair oil recipes and also serums and things like that, hair conditioners, shampoos. So we're going to be adding this one in at a less higher rate because this is quite an expensive oil. So feel free, if you want to swap this out for a different hair loving oil, you certainly can. Okay. And then the last oil we're going to be putting in here is some hibiscus oil. Now, hibiscus oil is very well known for its hair loving properties. And also, hibiscus is known to help promote hair growth, hair shine. So we're going to go ahead and add in some hibiscus oil. I just got this one on Amazon. It's 100% pure organic hibiscus oil. If you did not want to use hibiscus oil, you could swap it out for something like apricot kernel oil or sweet almond oil. Okay, there we go. My jar is quite full. That's okay. So the next step is to go ahead and infuse these oils. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go ahead and place a cover over this jar. I'm going to put it into a saute pan with a few inches of water. I'm going to bring that water up to a kind of a low boil, and then I'm going to turn off the water and just allow the hot and warm water to warm up the oils and allow the constituents from the herbs to be released into the oil. So I'll bring you back after the infusion and we'll go over the next step. Okay, so my oils are done infusing here, and all I've done is taken a little bath tea bag and placed it over the top of my oils so that I can go ahead and strain them into this other clean container here. So this is what I'm going to do. I've placed a rubber band here. All I'm going to do is just start to strain it this way. There we go. Now you can see that my oil has turned a nice kind of light green color. And if you wanted to infuse this even longer, you would see even a deeper green than this. So this is a personal preference how long you want to infuse your oils. You can do it for a few hours over low heat. You can do it for up to 4 hours or so, or 6 or 8 hours over low heat, just warming slowly. Or you could put this in a sunny window and allow it to infuse for several weeks. So really it's up to you, the infusion process. So I'm just going to kind of squeeze. I just want to make sure we're getting the oil out of the plant matter. You are going to lose a little bit of the oil here to the plants. All right, and now that we're all strained, we're ready for the next step. So we're just going to take this little beaker here and I'm going to put it on this tiny scale. This will help me get more accurate measurements. So we're going to go ahead and just pour off. Now that we have the base oil, we're going to go ahead and pour off what we need for the first formula. All right, and then to this we're going to be adding in a little bit of vitamin E oil. Now there's no need to add in a preservative here because this is just an oil-based formula. So this first formula is all oil and we don't need to add in any preservative. But we are adding vitamin E just to help extend the shelf life of our oils. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to be adding to this is a little bit of tea tree essential oil. Now tea tree is known for its hair loving properties. It's going to help stimulate hair growth and also it can help with scalp issues like itching or dry flaky scalp. So this will give you a little bit of a tingle if applied directly to the scalp. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a good stir. Get that vitamin E well incorporated. And then we're going to pour it into this cute little dropper bottle here. So this holds, I believe, about 1.5 ounces. All right, now that's the first one. This is just a purely oil-based recipe. Now you can apply this to the ends of your hair or you can apply it to your scalp. So that's the first formula, and now we're going to move on to the second one. So the second one is going to give you more of a lightweight texture. This would be one that you would want to use for styling purposes. You want to put it on right before you blow dry your hair or after you dry your hair, just to kind of tame fizz and make your hair look real shiny. So we're going to go ahead and weigh off what we need oil-wise for this second formula. All right, now to this, we're going to be adding in a couple different ingredients to help this be very lightweight on the hair. So we're going to be adding in some cyclomethicone. Now this is a volatile silicone, and what this is going to do is it's going to evaporate. So it doesn't allow the oils to penetrate and to sit heavy on your hair. It'll go onto your hair, it'll have a really nice glide and slip to it, and then it will help oils and everything to just kind of evaporate off and leave your hair feeling just really smooth without that heavy oily residue. So we're going to go ahead and add that in now. Now we're going to be adding in another silicone to this formula. We're going to be using dimethicone satin, and this is different than cyclomethicone. So cyclomethicone is a very volatile silicone, which I told you before just kind of allows the oil to evaporate rather than sit on the hair. And this is going to give you more of a kind of anti-static, silky feeling. It adds conditioning properties and it's oil soluble. We're going to go ahead and add that in now. Also, you cannot use the dimethicone satin at as high of a rate as you can use the cyclomethicone. So just for reference, you can use a lot of cyclomethicone depending on what you're going for. As you can see, this is quite a bit more viscous. All right, perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and add in some vitamin E. Again, we're just preserving that shelf life of the oils. This does not require the use of a preservative because, again, it's an oil-based recipe. And then the last thing we're going to do is add in a little bit of fragrance oil. Now we're using olive branch. This is a Lush type. I got this at Sierra Candles. It just has a nice, fresh and kind of citrusy, beautiful fragrance. And we're using this at a very low rate because this is going to be in your hair and you're going to be smelling it, you know, all day long, and you just want to make sure it's not too strong or an overpowering smell that can be a turn off. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and give this one a stir just to get everything combined. Again, we have those silicones and the vitamin E, so we're just going to give this one a good stir, make sure we get it all combined. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and add it to this. Okay, here's the 2 different oils. So I'm going to bring you back to give you a little bit of a use demo. All right, so we're back to go ahead and do a little bit of a use demo, but I wanted to talk to you about the 2 differences here. So this one, the one with the tea tree, is a completely natural formula. It's made with essential oils and all oils and herbs, and that's it. So this is a great natural product. You can also use it as a scalp and hair treatment. You can put it all over and just kind of let it set there for an hour or so and then wash it out. Or you could use a little bit on the ends of your hair and just leave it. The problem with this one or maybe one of the downsides of this one for people like me that have very straight and fine hair, is even a tiny, tiny bit of this as a leave-on product for styling is too much. It makes your hair look too heavy. Even though we're using lightweight oils, it leaves kind of a greasy and heavy look. So that's why this one is a great alternative, because you can use a little bit of it as a styling product to keep frizz and static and stuff away and leave your hair looking and feeling very silky and shiny, because those oils will evaporate off with that cyclomethicone, and the dimethicone will help your hair just feel really, really great. So I'm going to go ahead and demo this one so you can see what it looks like. However, this is obviously not an all-natural product here because of the silicones and the fragrance oil. So I'm just going to put a tiny, tiny bit in my hand. That's all you need, is a tiny bit. And then I'm just going to put it into the ends of my hair, like this. Now for me, normally the way I would probably use this is just to put a tiny bit into my damp hair and then use a blow dryer. But really just takes a tiny bit. Now this product here is not going to leave your hair feeling greasy or weighed down. I mean, of course a lot of it might, but just a little bit in your hands, and then you can just really work it in. And that's it. All right, everybody, that is how you make 2 different types of hair oils. I hope you really liked this video. I hope it inspired you. If it did, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Please leave a comment or question below. That really means a lot to me. Share this video with a friend and subscribe to my channel. All right, everybody, catch you on the next video. Bye. Keep shining.